She's a racist enabler. You guys are petty as fuck. Petty as fuck. That's what you're dragging me over. And then you want to say things, Marcel Moses, like Remi's a hypocrite. How can she be friends with Evil Queen when Evil Queen dragged her friend Hayley Comet? Let me tell you what happened. And let me tell you all what I've said from day one. I know the majority of you don't like Evil Queen. I know that. And I've gone out and said, I watch her lives. I think she's funny. I don't believe that she believes any of the things that she says. And when she said those horrific, disgusting domestic violence things against Hayley Comet, who is my friend, what did I do? I messaged Hayley Comet and I said, you know why she's doing this, don't you? You know why she's doing this, don't you? Because all the attention is with you right now. And you are the most popular person on the app right now. Evil Queen likes Hayley Comet. But they're spinning narratives that I'm doing Hayley Comet dirty by being friends with Evil. And by the way, when I say friends with Evil Queen, she's come in my room twice. I don't have her number. We don't go for fucking brunch. I don't know the woman from a bag of chips, but she's come in my room twice. But they're portraying it that me and Evil Queen are besties and hanging out on the weekends and I'm cooking her Sunday fucking dinner. And now it's getting twisted, all of this bullshit. Oh, Remi's out of order. She's rating Evil Queen, but she's Hayley's friend. And look what Evil Queen did to Hayley. Let me tell you something about Evil Queen. And whether you agree or not, this is my opinion. Evil Queen is a businesswoman. She says shit out of her mouth that she don't even believe to cause a reaction. I've been on this app for 4 months and I can tell you this. From the day one of me coming onto this app, the amount of people who have come into my lives telling me, Evil Queen did this 6 months ago. Evil Queen did this a year ago. You all remember what Evil Queen does, and guess what? That's what she wants to happen. She is deliberately saying the most triggering things because she wants you to remember her. She wants you to sit in lives and say, do you remember the time she said that ableist thing? Do you remember the time she said that racist thing? Do you remember when she wants you to be talking about her? And the majority of people cannot see that this woman does not fucking even believe the shit she's saying, but she's deliberately doing it to create a reaction, and the mass majority believe it and buy it. I do not buy it. So when she's saying heinous things, I'm never going to react to it because I'm a business coach, I'm a marketing coach, and all I see is a person who is using the marketing strategy. Now, my niche would never be evil, but this is the niche she's chosen and she does it very well. So I'm never going to react when she's saying ableist things. I have an invisible disability. I should be reacting. I'm never going to react when she says DV stuff that's hurtful and harmful. I am a DV victim myself. I don't react to it because what she's saying is not real. She's saying it deliberately to trigger the masses, and it works. It fucking works every single time. And the masses buy it. And I do not. And so because I don't react to the heinous things she says, I get called a racist enabler. I get told, oh, you're friends with her. I'm not friends with her. I don't agree with the things that she says. But I can also see from a business point of view why she's doing it. I know you are, CG. She is savage. She's fucking savage. But let me tell you this, and again, I know that this has caused controversy because people are like, oh, Remi's nice, and I thought she had the same values as me. I'm going to tell you now, do I think Evil Queen leaves her house and walks down the street and sees a disabled person in a wheelchair and walks up to them and calls them a dribbling plastic, a word that rhymes with plastic? She has her dog, she has friends. If somebody was that toxic in real life, they wouldn't have all of those things around them. That's my opinion. And when she comes on this app, she will say fuckeries to trigger people deliberately. And so I do not react to it because I'm not stupid. But there are certain creators, like the Chantels, the Marcels, the Mary Motormouse, who 100% believe that I'm worshipping at the fucking altar of Evil Queen. You're wrong. I can just see it for what it is. I can just see it for what it is. And so I'm never going to react. And I never fired up alive. I never went on a rant about what Evil Queen said about Hayley Comet, which was horrible. We all heard it. It was horrible. But I also know, because I've been watching her for how many months, I've heard her how much she likes Hayley Comet. And I knew she was doing that deliberately because Hayley had all the attention. And all she can do is she sees where the attention... I teach this. This is marketing 101. You look where the attention is, and that's where you go and you make content about that. She saw the attention was with... She saw the attention with Hayley. Hayley was pulling in 8 to 10k thousand people a night. And so she went after Hayley Comet. And can we also talk about the fact, had I fired up alive, ragging Evil Queen over the coals for using domestic violence against Hayley Comet, and then a few days later, what does Evil Queen do? She fires up alive. Exactly that, Devon. She continuously tells you what she's doing. If you see her say some fuckery, watch her. And she has this little smirk at the side of her mouth and she's like, there you go. There's your nugget. Go off and run, peasants. She's literally laughing after she says it because she knows she's just dropped a line that's going to affect people. Exactly. Hayley didn't fire up or react either. If I had fired up alive slagging off Evil Queen about domestic violence, if I had done that, and then guess what Evil Queen did the other day? She fired up alive and called out Hayley Comet and told Hayley how much she likes her. She even said sorry to Hayley Comet. When does Evil Queen ever say sorry, please? And that's why I messaged Hayley and I was like, you know why she's doing this? She likes you. She's doing this because the attention is with you. But you are not happy unless I am reacting in the way that you want me to react. I'm not here for you. People that I let come into my circle, I gave you my platform, I've defended you relentlessly, who've now turned against me, but I must sing to your tune, the way that you think things should be done. Go fuck yourselves. So that's what I think of Evil Queen. Yeah, like bun Evil Queen. I'm telling you, my own fucking mods, some of them can't stand her. They can't stand, and that's look, they're entitled to their opinion. I'm not going to sit there and tell them they must think how I think. No, everyone's entitled to have their own opinions. So let me have mine. Leave me alone. Let me have mine. But no, you want to keep firing up lies and telling lies on me. So that was Evil Queen that I've addressed. So now let's talk about Dave Duran's situation, because this is a situation... Kitch says, I still love you, Remi. Thanks. Thank you. It's okay to have different opinions. It's okay to have different opinions. It's okay to disagree with me and think I'm completely wrong on it, and that's cool, but this is my opinion, right? Yeah, it's about intelligence level, neat, 100%. This is my opinion. And it's okay for you to disagree. What's not okay is to start running lives and making up lies about me. So the other incident which has drove these people that used to be frequent people in my lives to now go off and start firing up their lives. And I noticed on their lives that selective outrage. Yeah, sometimes. I noticed on these lives that they would often dig out Paigey and Torian, because Paigey and Torian would go and sit in boxes that they deemed as not places that they would ever be, right? And as she came into the box, they wanted to attack her. And I said, no. Like, everyone go on mute. go on mute. And I had a conversation with Birdie and I asked her, are you Miss Red's mod? And she was like, yes, I am. And we had a conversation and I was like, why are you modding? Are you aware of these things? And she explained, oh, is it lagging? Sorry, guys. Is it lagging? Sorry. You might need to leave and come back in. And I had a conversation with her, a decent conversation, where they wanted to shred her for even entering the room. And I was not having that in my space. We let people talk. We have conversations. And I let her come in the box and we had a conversation, and she explained that she's been hearing lots of noise about the people that she's modding with, and she wanted to learn and understand what was going on. And after that live, I remember sending her a message to say, listen, you're welcome to come into my space, but just know I'm side-eyeing you, because at this point I wasn't trusting anybody. And I let her know you can keep coming into my space, but I'm a little bit cautious because you're with this crew. Birdie later decided to demod herself from these rooms, right? She demodded herself and made the decision for herself to not be involved in the racism and the fuckery that was happening. And for me, that's what real education and advocacy is about, is that we have conversations with people who may not know that they are aligned to or with people who are doing fuckeries. And she educated herself and decided to remove herself from that situation. But Marcel's still out here saying, Remi's got Birdie in the room. Birdie is Miss Red's mod and Chester's mod. And just so angry about it. So what is the point? What is the point? Yeah, and after this, you're absolutely right, it was after the Zach situation. What is the point of being a racism activist if you're not willing to have conversations with people who either are racist or don't even know that they are around racist people? And then when those people learn, adjust, and want to do better, are we supposed to keep pounding them? Oh, well, you were Miss Red's mod, so you can never enter my room. I don't operate like that. You might. I think that's petty and immature, personally, but I would much rather have somebody like Birdie who comes into my room. She's a subscriber. She's a part of the community. If I had dragged her and cussed her out like what you lot wanted to do, we wouldn't be here now. She would have gone back with her tail between her legs and stayed right where she was. And then we've made no change. We've made no change. So you keep saying that you lot are here for racism and you're standing on business. How are you standing on business? Who have you helped change? Because all I see you lot doing is firing up lives, slating people, bullying people, and you think this is standing on business. If bullying people is standing on business, then I don't want to be a part of your standing on business. I don't want to be a part of that. If you think calling out Pearl and Angie and Brigham by making horrific AI images of them and laughing at them and calling them names, if you think that is you fighting everyone do, oh, Brigham's awful, he's bad, he's this, he's racist, he's homophobic. Not one of you sat in that box and told Marcel, but Marcel, this is what you've been doing for the last 4 weeks, bro. Every day, firing up lives, posting pictures. I don't like Brigham, I don't like Pearl or Angie, and I'm not defending them in any way, shape or form. They need to be called out, for sure. But call them out for their wrongdoings, not for their looks, not for their features. But you sit there for weeks, posting pictures, laughing at Brigham, calling him fat this, white this, and then you wonder why you get trolled back. You have an account with his name in it, Black Brigham, and then you wonder why you get trolled back. And then everyone's supposed to run around you and feel sorry for you and have sympathy. And none of your friends say, oh, bro, but you've been doing this to everyone else for 4 weeks and you just got slapped back. You keep prodding a bear. You keep prodding and prodding and prodding. And what happens? The bear's going to wake up and swipe you. And that's what happened. And then when you didn't get enough attention in your room and enough sympathy, what did you do? You ran to Paige's room because you didn't have enough viewers to get enough sympathy. Paige, the same person that you done love to cuss out behind her back. Done love cussing her out. How can she sit with these people? How can she battle with these people? But you run into her room because she's got bigger numbers than you. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. The hypocrisy stinks. And then when Paige and Torian came into your live, the same live that I sat and watched from outside, where you lot were cussing them out, and they came into their live, and what did you lot do? You all went silent. None of you wanted to speak up. Nobody wanted to speak. Nobody was brave then. And Torian had to keep pulling it out of you, pulling it out of you. What's the problem? What's your issue with me? And finally, Marcel spoke up and said a few little crumbs. Stop it, Neats. But none of you had the gumption, the balls, the kahunas to say to their faces what you'd been saying behind their back. I even came into your room. This is how disgusting you lot are. Chantel ran a live slagging me off with Marcel, Baby A, all of them slagging me off. And I didn't tell you this, but I saw it. But I sat silently, you know, while you lot were still all coming into my room the next day, being nicey, being all two-faced. I saw it. And then a couple of days later, I saw Pearl and Angie laughing at the situation, laughing at the fact that my friends were firing up lives behind my back, slagging me off. Yeah? And I came into your live, didn't I, Chantel? And what did I do when I came into that live? I came in laughing at the situation. I was laughing. Nobody knows any of this, Debs. And I came in and I said to you, I've just heard Pearl talking about you lot, because apparently you lot ran a live talking about me and Pearl witnessed it all. That's what I've had to deal with, yeah? Hearing from absolute rotters that my friends are firing up lives, digging me out. And I confronted you head on and said, what did you say? Marcel was mute. Had a lot to say when I weren't in the room, but was mute. And Chantel, you skirted around it, didn't you? And you gave me little crumbs of what you'd said. You gave me about 10% of what you'd said. But you weren't being honest. Because that's the thing. When people challenge you head on, you all go mute because you're all a pack of sheep. None of you are leaders. Not one of you are leaders. You're all sheep. And you feel safe because you're together as a little gang, a little bully gang. And you feel bad because you've got each other. But when confronted by Paigey, Tori and me, you go mute. Mute. No kahunas. But you feel bad and you feel powerful because you're together, sitting there agreeing and patting each other on the back. But you can't say nothing to no one's face. Not one of you has sent me a message. We've all been friends. You have access to my inbox. Not one of you has sent me a message to say, Remi, I've got a problem with you. Remi, I didn't like this. Not one of you. But you want to go sit on a public live and slate me and talk about Remi's only here, money over morals. Paige's only here, money over morals. And yet what are you all doing? Marcel, didn't you fire up an FYP show with your gifts on? So you were making money, right? Don't you lot all sit in battles with each other making money? In fact, isn't this whole app centered and founded around money and gifting? Whether you're battling, you're getting gifts, which gets turned into money. Whether you're live, you get gifted, which gets turned into money. But you want to drag people like me. It is a money-based app. But you want to call us out. But you're doing the same thing. And the reason I eventually, so for 4 weeks, I didn't say nothing, didn't unfollow, didn't do nothing. 2 weeks ago, I started unfollowing people because, quite frankly, every time I was scrolling my FYP, I got sick of seeing these lives that were being fired up, because some people I didn't unfollow because I hadn't actually heard them directly or had been sent anything. I've been sent loads of screenshots. Every time you fire up a live and are slating me, people let me know. People who like me let me know. And they'll either send me screen recordings, or I just come and sit and watch you and listen to the shit that's coming out of your mouth. Fuck, I've lost my train of thought where I was going with this. I've lost my train of thought. It'll probably come back in a minute. Thank you for muting that person, Yaya. It is sad, Seaside. And here's the thing, Seaside. I have no hate for any of them. This is why it burns the most. Even though Marcel fired up 2 very angry, hateful lives about me initially, which had hundreds and hundreds of people in there slating me to the ground. And one of them was in Mama G's, and me and Mama G talked about that and what happened in that, what she said, what they said. I don't actually have any hate for anybody. Any of them. I actually like all of them. I had to, the thoughts come back. I had to start blocking because I'd unfollowed initially, but there were some people I didn't unfollow. And so what happened was I was still seeing the lives because the people that I hadn't unfollowed were still in the lives of people that I had unfollowed. And I don't know about you, but I don't personally like to scroll my feed and keep hearing people digging me out and telling lies about me. And we're going to get to the lies part in just a minute. I don't want to see people talking about me. It's triggering, it's hurtful, it's upsetting, especially when I have done absolutely nothing to any single one of these people. There is no sorting it out, Scottish doll. There is none. It's gone too far at this point because now lies are being told. I don't have hate in my heart for any of them. I never have. Even when Marcel did those 2 horrible lives, he didn't contact me. I reached out to him, sent him a message, and I just said, I think it's best we go our separate ways. I asked him politely, please, can you stop talking about me? I've never said anything disrespectful about you. I've always defended you. I've always supported you, as I have with all of them. All of them. I have no hate in my heart, but they continue to keep digging me out. And now the lies are just getting more elaborate and bullshitty, and it just needs to stop. It just needs to stop. It's childish, it's immature. I've got the memo, you don't like me. Cool. Just block me and move on. Why do you have to keep bringing me up? And recently there was something that happened over the last sort of 4 or 5 days with Temps and Debs, which has absolutely nothing to do with me. There was a falling out with Lady J and Baby A and Temps and Debs. Nothing to do with me. Why is my name being pulled into this mess? I have nothing to do with any of it. Leave me alone. Find new content. Create a strategy for yourself. Bullying people is not a strategy. You look like children. Mary Motormouth running lives for hours on Delusive Angie slating her. How is that standing on business? Firing up lives, hating on me, hating on Paigey, hating on Torin, hating on Hayley Comet. How is that helping anything? Really? Get a content strategy. And had we still been friends, I could have helped you with that. That's my line of work. Just stop. I'm not involved in the Temps drama. And the reason I blocked Lady J was because Lady J sat in lives where people were being hateful about me, telling lies on me, and sat there agreeing with them. And then kept coming into my live every day trying to be pally with me. And the straw that broke the camel's back was after sitting with Jake and dissing me and not being kind about me, come into my live, the person you don't like, and start promoting your community fest in my comment section because I've got more viewers than you. Fuck all the way off. Yeah? Fuck all the way off. racist enabler because I like Hayley and Hayley likes G Crew. Make that make sense. This is the childish shit you're talking about. I'm a racist enabler because I like Hayley Comet and Hayley Comet likes G Crew, who in your eyes is a massive racist. That's the immature shit you're spouting out of your mouth. Grow up. Grow up. Big up Bazza with the witchy cat. We got a coven cat. I've never seen that one before. That was cute. Thanks, Bazza. Grow up. Right, let's get on to Dave Duran's, because this is the meat on the bones. This is the meat on the witchy cat. Thank you. That was really cute. And thank you everyone who sent a gift. Sorry. When I'm in a rant, I don't stop. But thank you. I appreciate everyone. You don't have to gift, but I appreciate you for doing so. And what's making me sad is also thank you. There are people now in that little bully clique who I know like me, who spend a lot of time in my life, who recently have had to block me. They've had to block me, even though I know they really like me, because they don't want to get called out by the bullies. That's what you're creating now. And how you think that's a good place to be is beyond me. You lot's friendship, which is mostly founded off of the back of me and my community and my room, right? Has given you that space, has given you that platform. And then you want to come and talk. Anyway, whatever. Let me just get on to Dave Duran's. So Dave Duran's is where things really turned left, right? So let me have some water. Thank you, Hayley, love. Yeah, Jojo, it has. Jojo says it's put us in a horrible position as viewers. It 100% has. It 100% has. And I feel bad for that. I feel bad for that. Because I will never ever tell anyone to choose. I will never ever tell anyone, go and block this person, do this. I just move as me. Even some of my mods, Made to Real has been my mod. She also spends a lot of time in these rooms. I don't know if Made to Real is here, but I've never ever told Made to Real, don't go in that room, block them. I'm not that way inclined. These people all wanted to go into battle for me when I was being trolled by the Delusive One and all of them horrible ones. And I told everyone to stand down. I'm a peaceful person. I love that you wanted to go and fight for me and defend me, but I told everyone to stand down. That is who I am. And I would never ever tell any of my mods where they can and can't go or who they want to associate with. I never would. Even if there are horrible people saying horrible things about me, I've never done that and I never would. And I don't want to make anyone feel awkward. And the sad part is that a lot of my audience who have now started liking these people are going into those spaces, and what's happening is they're getting a bit confused because they're hearing lies. And that's why I'm doing this live, because the lies, like, it's all well and good to say you don't like me and you don't fuck with me. Great, fine, respect that. But when you start telling lies, now I'm going to have to speak because you're lying on my name. And I'm going to prove it. I'm going to prove it. Contradicting, condescending liar. Thank you, troll account. That was nice. Let's just block you. It's probably one of them on a fake account, but whatever. You want to talk about my name? I'll talk about your name all day. Dinkles, stop. Let's talk about the Dave Duran situation, which is another reason why this fallout has happened and why the... Dinks, come here. Dinks. Dinky. I know, sorry guys, no moats over here. CG says I'm driving, you're my rage radio. Dinks, come here. So let's talk about the Dave Duran situation, which they are milking to death. And the current lies are that I support Dave Duran's, that I like to kiki and bust jokes with Dave Duran's, and that Dave Duran's is my pal. Okay, so let's you draw dinky. Let's talk about the Dave Duran situation, shall we? So let's start at the beginning. Dave Duran's, you can see his mental health. Just on mental health. That's the reason why I had to block people. I did start on that tangent and I lost my thought. I blocked people because to protect my own mental health, I didn't want to keep seeing lives where I'm being spoken about. And so I resorted to blocking people so that I didn't have to see their lives. And there were a couple of people that I didn't block, which were Baby A and Miss T, because I hadn't seen them directly saying anything about me, or nobody had sent me any clips to say that Baby A or Miss T had said anything directly about me. Thank you. Yes, mental health comes first, always. So I chose to block them to protect my space. Not because I hate them, but they are doing these hate lives pretty much every day, slagging me off indirectly or directly, or trying to talk in code, but they're about me. And I don't wish to see that. I need to protect myself. So I started blocking people. And I didn't block them too, because again, I hadn't directly heard them saying anything bad. I knew that they were in these lives, but I hadn't heard them directly saying anything bad. And I'm not one of these people that's just going to target everybody. If I know you've said something and I've heard you say something, then I will move accordingly. And it took me 5 weeks before I actually blocked anyone. And I'll just point out that all of these people that had been slagging me off for 5 weeks have been coming into my room every day. Mary Motormouth, don't even try and lie. Baby A subscribed to me a couple of weeks ago. Miss T, Frankie, all of them coming into my life. Marcel's the only one who didn't, but he probably did on a backup. But they've all been coming in and out of my life, being all pally and two-faced with me in the chat, but sitting there slagging me off in an evening, yeah? That's what I had to sit and endure. Yeah, I'm not part of a clique. That's correct. And I never will be a part of any clique, ever. I don't move in a clique. I am a lone fucking wolf. I am strong on my own. I am strong on my own. So I blocked these people so that I didn't have to keep seeing these lives. Haley says I'm the leader of a cult. Well, there's a new cult that's being formed and it's a bully cult. You are my favourite Foofy McFoofs. Mama G, it's everywhere. It's everywhere, Mama G. And see, the thing is, Mama G ran a live, and because Marcel asked her to, because I think all his accounts have been bananaed. And also, Mary Motormouth, Marcel, ask yourself why your lives keep getting bananaed. Why your accounts keep getting taken. Because you're running hate lives. Yeah, and so Mama G ran that live. We had a conversation about it as adults. She told me what she thought and why she was disappointed off the back of the Dave Duran situation. And you now. And I am always open to people coming to me and that's you though, that's not them, that's you. Yaz, I don't know why you're in here. You're also part of the clique. Like, if you've got nothing nice to say, just go away. So I'm always open to conversations, even if people, hey Ash, even if people disagree with me. Like, I'm adult enough to have people say, I don't agree with you. Hey Chips. I'm adult to do that, right? But that never happened. So anyway, let's talk about the Dave Duran situation, because this is the bone of contention, right? So Dave Duran's ran a live in an afternoon and he did an FYP show that was triggering and 100% baity. And he was playing clips of Paigey, who had just recently been attacked. And I know Paigey and Torian had gone over and got in the box. Alicia, I'm not going to judge you for it. Do what you want, love. You're an independent woman. And on that day, Life of Chantel, Marcel, Mama G, who's the other one? Baby A, had all got into his box, right? True or not true, right? That happened. So again, I just want to point out the hypocrisy. The hypocrisy is, can somebody, yeah, just mute that person. The hypocrisy is that you're not allowed to speak to these people. You can't go into their room. This is their moral compass. You can't get in their box. You can't have them in your box. You can't associate in any way with these people, right? So the first point I want to make is you searched him out. You went into his room, you requested, and you got into his box. True or false? True. right? So those people went and got into Dave Duran's box. That much is true. Dave Duran was disrespectful and mistreated them. Is that true or not true? That is true. That evening, I opened up a live as a safe space for people to come into the room. Oh, did you not go up with Mama G? Okay, fair enough. I know you was in the room though, right? Well, you were in the box, Chantel. So, facts. You were in the box. Is that a lie? Did you not get in Dave Duran's box? So I then opened up my box in the evening and created a safe space for people to come and get into my box. Yeah? You all got in my box. Mama G was there, Chantel was there, Baby A was there, and Marcel was there. True or false? True. I've got the screen recordings. And if you're going to be patronising, just fuck off, because I'm tired of shit. Yeah, none of you are locked on this account, so you're more than welcome to be in here. If you're going to be patronising, just fuck off, because I'm done with the bullshit. Don't mute them, they can stay, but just be respectful, yeah? Because I've had enough disrespect from all of you lot who don't have the balls to come and talk to me. So I opened my box and I allowed them in my box. And I sat there and I let everybody tell me what had happened to them in Dave Duran's room. True or false? Check. True. I heard about what happened to Chantel. I heard about what happened to Baby A. I heard about what happened to Marcel. True or false? True. That's what happened that day. I gave you my space and my platform and you came in my box and you told me what has happened. I wasn't in the live. I didn't know about it. You told me what had happened and how you had been mistreated. I'm telling no lies. I'm being petty and pointing out the truths because I'm not a liar. So you guys are all there talking about what had happened and Dave Duran enters the room. I'm not friends with Dave Duran. I didn't invite him into the room. He's entered a room where everybody's in a box talking about him. True or false? True. He then requests my box and I say to everyone who's on the stage at the time, Mama G was on the stage, and I said, Dave Duran is requesting the box. I want to bring him up. Are you guys okay with that? And everyone was silent. And so then I said, if anybody wants to drop from the box, drop from the box now. And Mama G said something like, I don't know, I don't want to be in the box with him, or I don't want to sit with him. She dropped out the box. True or false? True. Okay? I asked permission. I told you he was coming up into the box and you all chose to stay. Again, you lot preach about, oh, you mustn't be in a box with wrong uns. You went into his live firstly. And then you chose to stay in the box. You chose to stay in the box with Dave Duran. So Dave gets into the box. And what happens? I'll tell you what happened. He gets into the box and, yeah, I know you said something like that, Mama G, and then you dropped out the box. Yeah, I'm not telling no lies today. I don't deal in lies. I deal in the truth. I know you said something like that, Mama G. Oh dear, sorry. My throat. So, Dave Duran gets in the box and he's like, what's going on in here then? And I say to him something along the lines of, like, my friends have been in your box today and you've, like, been disrespectful or you've been rude to them. Something along those lines to him. And then tell me if I'm lying here. I say to Dave Duran's, Chantel. I said, why did you kick Chantel out of the box when you asked everyone, am I a racist? And Chantel gave you an honest answer and said, I might have called you a racist in the past, and you kicked her out of the box. Did I or did I not challenge Dave Duran on behalf of you, Chantel? Check. True. I did. Did I not then say to Dave Duran, what about Baby A? She came into your box and you called her a gobby, mouthy, whatever. And did I not check Dave Duran's and say, why did you do that to Baby A? Baby A's my friend. She's a nice woman. Why did you do that? Did I not challenge Dave Duran's on behalf of Baby A? Again, I've got the recordings. Check. Yes, I did. Did I not challenge Dave Duran's directly and say, my friend Marcel? You were taking the piss out of his profile picture and you kicked him out of the box. Why did you do that, Dave Duran's? Did I or did I not challenge him? And he said, oh, I thought Marcel was here to troll me. And I said, no, Marcel was there because he wanted to talk to Angie. Did I or did I not challenge Dave Duran's on Marcel? Check. Yes, I did. So every single one of you I tried to defend against this man. That's what I did. And when Dave Duran's misgendered Marcel and called Marcel she or her, I didn't even take an inhale of breath. I immediately called him out on it. Immediately. But you want to run around on these streets, Marcel, telling people, Remi, let me get misgendered. Remi did me dirty. Look what Remi did to me. While I'm sitting there defending you to this man, and you lot want to go and run lies on my name that I would let anyone be misgendered in my box? Are you okay? Never. I called it out straight away. Straight away. Straight away. I defended every single one of you. Yeah, exactly. You can never do enough. And so whilst I'm defending you, what happened? What happened? All of you lot started yapper, screaming, shouting at him, calling him fat this, bald that, cussing him out. And so now he's responding. And had you let me have that conversation, thank you, MJ. I literally saw the whole live. You did nothing wrong. But the narrative that they're spinning is I supported Dave Duran's. I was laughing and kikiing with Dave Duran's. I defended every single one of you in that box to that man. And because of you lot's behaviour, screaming at him, shouting at him, attacking him, he couldn't get a word in. Marcel, I'm referring to, Chantal. Because of how you lot behaved, there was no opportunity for me to hold him accountable, get him to say sorry, which I think he might have done, actually. With the energy that he came in with, I think he might have done. I don't know the man. I don't follow the man. I don't talk to the man. He's blocked from my main account. I have no relationship with him. All I was trying to do was get him in the box after listening to you lot tell me what had happened to you in this live to get some answers from him. But because you lot were screaming and shouting at him, he then had to defend himself and was screaming and shouting back. And so I threw my hands up in the air like, oh, fucking hell. And I started laughing.
The Observer, providing you with the latest TikTok drama from across the UK.